Day number 7, Mesilas Yesharim. We ended off yesterday with a powerful point. We said, as I open up here, this unbelievable idea. We said that these things are not incumbent upon people. Being someone that's Avas Hashem, Yiras Hashem, these are things we have to put our minds to, just like anything we do. Anything that we do, if we don't put our minds to it, it's not going to be as successful. And he ended up and he said, what are we going to answer to Hashem on the day of Tochacha? Ma nene b'yom tochecha im hisrashalnu min ha'iyun hazeh v'hinachnu davar shu kol kach muta alenu shu ikar ma Hashem alkeinu shalim imanu. Hashem's going to ask us at the end of 120 years, did we take time to focus on Avos Hashem? Did we take time to focus on Yiras Hashem? What are we going to answer to him on the day of rebuke? What are we going to answer to him if we relax in these areas, these such important areas, these things that are incumbent upon us? These are the ikr of what Hashem asks of us. Hashem asks these very important things, and we need to make sure that we have answers. Hayitachein. Is it possible? Sheyagia via amel sichlenu bechakiras asher lo nischayevnu bam v'pilpulim asher lo yatzalanu shum primahem v'dinim asher einam shayachim lanu. It's very interesting, this point. I struggle with this line. Maybe the fans at home can answer after the 8 minutes are up with an answer to this. But he says here, is it possible that we're going to toil and work our brains in different thoughts, seemingly thoughts about Torah, seemingly thoughts in the depths of Gemara and the things that are chakiros, which are usually things that we study in depth, that we're not chayav to study, and pilpulim, right, different ways, secrets of the Torah, that we're not obligated, lo yatzalanu, shum priman. We don't take out any fruits of them. V'dinim asher einam shayachim lanu, and laws that are not applicable to us. Now, I always thought these things are very important. I still think they are important. But I think the point that Mesilas Yesharim is saying is even more important. It's avodas Hashem, our service to God, is like a pyramid. And the things, these very important things of pilpulim and depths in Torah, taking time to study the inner workings and the dinim that maybe aren't as important to us, these are the top of the pyramid. They're very important. In order to build a pyramid, you need the top. But even more fundamental, the bottom of the pyramid, what we stand on, what our Judaism will last through thick and thin, through challenges in life, when things are going not as good as it seems to us, the things that are at the bottom of this pyramid, the things that we are relying on, are the things that we're talking about here that we have to study Mesilas Yesharim. That's the Avos Hashem and Yiras Hashem. That's the Taras Aliv. Umashe chayavim anu liborenu chov rabba naazvu lehergel v'nanichu lemitzvas anashim melumada. And he says, Imlo nistaklenu v'lo iyanu mahi hayira hamitis uma anfel. If we don't see his stakel, and we don't put and we don't put depth, what our Yiras Hashem, true Yira is Yira hamitis. What's true Yira? Uma anfel, and the branches. What are the offspring of this? The subdivisions. It's great to say Yiras Hashem. What does that mean to us? We have to make sure that we understand these aspects and how do we put them into practice. And not just have these lofty goals. I love Hashem, I fear Hashem. But what can we do in practice that will help us in this? What will we be able to do that it's not just going to be something that we talk about in the higher realms, but it's something that we really put into our daily lives. How are we going to acquire it? Right? When you want an item, you want to buy a sefer, right? You have to buy the sefer. You go to the store, you give money, and you get it. You acquire it. It's yours. How can we do that with our midos? How can we do that with our Avos Hashem? How can we do that with our Yiras Hashem? Ve'ech nimlat min hahevel ha'olami ha'mishakech osa milibenu. It's very important. How do we remove from the hevel of the world, from the worthlessness of the world, from things that are not as important, that are so common for us in our hearts? We have to make sure that even though it's very distracting and there are a lot of things going on, making sure that we can remove ourselves when it comes to what's most important And that's our service to Hashem. And we need to make sure that this is on the forefront of our mind. This is number one on the list of important things. This is the bottom of our pyramid. When we wake up and we say Moda'ani, this is what we're thinking about. How are we going to be fearing Hashem? How are we going to be loving Hashem? Halo tishkach v'telech av al pi she'adanu chovasenu. And that we don't forget this. It's very easy that we can go about our days, even though we know it's a chova, we know it's a chovasa, we know it's an obligation, we know we have to do it, but we can go about our days, we can just go about life. As I said previously, the physicality of our nature is we're physical beings, and our nature is that what are we going to be doing? We're going to be worrying about what our next meal is. That's what it's going to be, and we can go through life without thinking about this, and go through the Hevel Olami, the worthlessness of this world, without understanding what our purpose is on this world. We're going to get to the first parak. I may skip toward the first parak. The first parak is, we'll get to in a few nights, but the topic, the title of the parak is Bibir Klal Chovas Adam Olamo. What's the obligation of a person in this world? It's the most important thing. And I wrote down on that, we'll get to that, but I wrote down there, it's Mesilas Yesharim is already establishing that there is a purpose here. We have a chova. We're not just here just to hang out, chill, drink coffee, and have a good time. We have a chova here. We have a reason why we're here. We have a purpose. And this is what we have to understand. We need to make sure that we understand this at all times. Ha'ava kimokin, just like we have with fear, we also have to love Hashem. Imlo nishtadel likboa hoso b'libenu b'koach kol ha'imtsoim ha'magiyim osanu hazeh. If we do not work and we put an effort to likboa, that's what kfiyas is, a set time. Learning 8 minutes at 9:52 to 10 o'clock is a kfiyas. It's a set time. It's something that we're going to acquire. That's what we have to do with our avas Hashem, to have it as a kfiyas, as a kaboa osabili benu in our hearts, with all of our koach, with all of our strength, with all of the ways, the emtsam, the means that we will be able to get to this. How are we going to find this? It's a very big word. How are we going to be able to put into practice the exercises that we have to be able to get this dvekus, this closeness to Hashem, to be dava? I always said in camp, we'll end with this, that when you're playing basketball, they say to stick on your man like glue. And in glue, the word in Hebrew for glue is dava. That's what we have to think about when it comes to our relationship with Hashem. We have to be dava to Him. We have to be connected to Him like glue, where we will stick to Him. And everything we do, every decision we make, and every action we do, and every big decision, small decision, everything comes down to our relationship with Hashem and how can we get closer to Him. And hopefully we'll continue in this journey to stay close to Hashem. Have a great night.